Hello, everyone. My name is Anthony Gardez. I'm head of innovation for FollowAnalytics. FollowAnalytics is a mobile analytics and marketing automation platform for the enterprise. There it is. So what we provide is an integrated suite of features to increase loyalty and revenue for our customers. We do that through mobile customer engagement and mobile moments. Our customers are banks, insurance companies, retail, travel, hospitality. And now we live in a mobile-first world, and mobile-only companies are disrupting the industry. If we take the example of Airbnb, for instance, this company has now a valuation higher than most biggest hotel companies. So our clients, they really need to transition to mobile-first to compete. But that's really not an easy task for them. So that's where we come in. We built the company to help them really get into good interactions with their customers using push and in-app notifications. And what they need is really to identify the mobile moments which the user go through. And thanks to this, they can get into highly, ultra contextualized interaction with those guys. How we do this is we need to connect as many systems as possible together. So mobile is not only a silo. It really needs to be connected to other systems so that we can get the information from the CRM, from the backend system, and take all of this, use it to better target users, better target customers, and send them the right message at the right moment, at the right place as well, the right location. So let me talk about data. So our customers are marketers, but they use data. They use data every day. It comes from the CRM, for instance, Salesforce.com. It comes from customer hubs, from backend systems, analytics tools, BI, and also Internet of Things. So a year ago, we built our first connector to Salesforce.com. It is available on the App Exchange, and it allows our users to push data into Salesforce so that they enrich their profiles, their contact pages, and they can also get the data from Salesforce and use it onto FollowAnalytics and use it to better target their users. So now we want to move forward, and what we are going to do, what we are doing, is we are using Informatica Cloud to connect to a lot more platforms, CRMs, BI tools, marketing platforms, and this is how Informatica helps us. Now, what we want to do is give our users a way to connect to the systems without having to go into the details of configuring all the fields and all of that, because they are marketers. All they want to do is have the data connected. So thanks to the expertise of Informatica and what we built with them, now we can focus on our side on what we do best. It is engagement technology. But thanks to this, as I said, our users are going to be able to get the data where they need it. So what I will show you during my demo is basically how a marketer can alone connect to Microsoft Dynamics, get some data pushed into it. And so as you can easily understand, this is really valuable for them to be able to better target their users, better segment customers. It brings a lot of value to their business into the CRM directly. Can you switch to, thank you. So this is, first I'll give you a really quick view of the platform. Here we have a company, they have 5 apps. What we do is we give them a lot of information to learn about their ecosystem. So they can know how apps are perceived by the users, the downloads they have, the comments, the ratings, they have sentiment analysis and all of that. Then they can really analyze how the users are using the apps. So this is through an SDK which is in the app, so that's the first source of data. And using that, they can really understand, segment the behavior, and get everything they need to know on the users so that later they can get into interactions using all of this information directly to send the right message at the right moment. So for this demo, I will show you how to add a connection to Microsoft Dynamics. So let's say they have this is Microsoft Dynamics. If I go into sales, I have a few contacts in this. So let's take this one guy, Mr. Larkin. I don't have a lot of information on him. I have his email address, his address, and that's about it. So by connecting FollowAnalytics to Dynamics, I will be able to have more information on which application he's using and how. So first thing to do is select what you want to connect to. So here it's pre-configured. The first thing you have to do is just type in your credentials, and using those credentials, immediately it calls Informatica Cloud, gives the credentials, checks the connection. If it works, then the connection status is valid. That's what I wanted. Then the next step is to decide on what is the field that will be used to do the mapping. Basically, if in your app users use their email address to log in, that's the field you will be using. So this list is the list of all the fields that are available on the contact object in Microsoft Dynamics. And then you simply select what you want to push in Microsoft Dynamics. So let's say I will remove the time spent and only keep this for information. I save the changes, I launch the sync, and it's going. So this is calling Informatica Cloud. We have a mapping that we created, which is the same for all customers. But the good thing is that using the APIs, we can duplicate, we can create a task on this mapping, and it's all automated, all in our UI. It's really white label integration of Informatica. And so as I'm speaking, this is running the sync. So in a few seconds, maybe a minute, the data will be available in Microsoft Dynamics. So what I can do while it's sending the data, I can show you quickly how it works in Informatica Cloud. So this is an example of a simplified mapping for sending data. This is the mapping I was talking about. This is the only mapping we have for Dynamics, and then it's parameterized so that we can map the right connection and the right metrics to send. OK. Oh, now it's running. Let me go back there. So if I go into Monitor and Activity Monitor, no, I was going to this one. So here we can see the mapping which is running, which was launched from our UI. And this is going to be changing. Sorry, where is that? There it is. So on this profile page, with very little configuration, we added a few fields. And as soon as the data is available, the data will show on this page directly. And you will be able to use it for any purpose later to create segments, reports, and all of this. OK, there it is. So if I refresh this page, we see that there's activity on mobile apps. It tells me that this guy is a loyal user of my apps. He's using Manila iOS on his iPhone 4. And last month, he used the app 16 times. So that's a simplified example of what we can push into Microsoft Dynamics. So we do it with Salesforce, and we can do it with any other connector that's available through Informatica Cloud.
So what would it take to put it in Wave? We just saw Wave Analytics.
So yeah, that's also something we worked on. It's a good thing that I'm talking just after Vijay. So he showed how it works. What we did with Salesforce Analytics was with Informatica Cloud as well. So we used both our data, and we combined it with Salesforce data so that we could create really meaningful dashboards into it. So the example here is of an insurance company, which would have two apps. One, which is B2C, used by the customers. They take the app from the App Store, and they use it directly. Here we can see the usage of the app number. There's a calculator in the app. And so we can see the usage of the calculator, the kind of users using this calculator. Is it a lead, a client? We have a funnel analysis. There's a lot of things we can build, and it's really easy to do, both thanks to Informatica and thanks to Wave. And so the second example is the B2B, sorry. So this one is combining data from us and from Salesforce. And here you can see you have all the sales representatives in this list. And so data is again mapped using the email address of the user, which we take from Salesforce, and we map the data here, and we know exactly the amount of the different opportunities. And so in this example, the app is used to sell products, insurance products, directly to people when going in meetings.
Excellent. So we saw the data in the Wave analytics. We saw it in Microsoft Dynamics. Very impressive.
No,
thank you.
Thank you.